Hello, my name is Andrzej. I'm from the studio Chybik+Kristof Architects, and thank you for the invitation, for the opportunity to be here and to listen to all these inspiring presentations and projects. I'll start with a short introduction of our studio. We are now 70 architects, headquartered in Prague with 3 offices. Currently largest architectural studio in Czech and Slovak Republic. The office was founded 2010 by Ondřej and Michal. And while I was preparing this presentation, I started to read the manifesto, as probably all of us. And I thought that the new together, it's actually a topic which is very vivid for us as the studio, because currently, after more than 10 years in local market, we are in a transition period to work more abroad, to work more globally, to embrace collaborations, and also to have more international colleagues in our studio. And this means that through several past years, we've been into multiple dialogues with dozens of international studios, consultants, specialists, and for us it's actually a huge change, because with every project we now are discovering that the team consisting of not only us but more minds around Europe, around the globe. The collaboration is actually very beneficial. The projects are more coherent and complex, and for us this new together means to see the architecture and the collaboration not only within our studio but all over the Europe and maybe further. Here I can show 2 examples of our recent collaborations. On the image on the left is our recent proposal for new Tirana Convention Center, which we won together with a team consisting of consultants from London, from Germany, also from Albania. We managed to deliver a proposal that was high-end design, but yet deeply rooted in Albanian culture. Oda, for example, it's our key principle of the design. It was originally a room in a family house dedicated to have fun and to entertain and to accept visitors to the family. So on the right side of the picture, it's our proposal for Vltava Philharmonic. It was one of our largest projects, most difficult we ever delivered, most complex scheme we ever saw. And we did this proposal together with company Meccano, and if we did this alone, it would be very difficult for our company only. But since we split the works with, let's say, more experienced office, we managed to deliver and to participate on a really complex design that we can be proud of now. So this new together, for us, actually it means that it's completely different level of expertise when we join colleagues from all over the world, not only from the fields that we are used to. And these dialogues and collaborations I want to introduce on 3 projects we recently delivered. First of them is O.Svancara Central Bus Terminal in Brno, my hometown. So this project is really special for me. I was a lead architect. And this project has one interesting thing. It was not asked by anyone to deliver this project. This place was its original bus terminal built in 80s in Brno, Czech Republic. It's a large structure, 100 by 100 meters, so with like 40 bus stops. And since 80s it was not maintained at all. It was decaying, and this is the original condition, how it looked like. It actually won the contest for the most ugly place in Brno. So we started to think like, hey, what can we do about it? We are architects. This is one of most important public spaces. It's like first impression of our hometown when you arrive by bus. So let's try to do something about it. So we thought like, okay, probably municipality would have something to do with it. We approached the municipality and discovered that this bus terminal was privately owned. It's one of the specificities in Czech Republic, in post-Soviet countries, that some of these important infrastructures, it's possible to own them privately. So we approached the private owner. He had no money, no intentions to do anything with that. He was just waiting for the whole structure to decay completely, so he can demolish it and to build some new development. So there comes the collaboration part. We, by ourselves, we approached a fundraising expert. We managed to get funds from European Union. We managed to drive the whole process through all the project stages, and to finally, and in this moment, the private owner was open to talk, and I should be faster probably. And when we looked at the bus terminal with relation to the city structure, we discovered that it's like almost that size as the main square of the city. So what we proposed is like a renovation of the existing structure. It's actually a high-tech structure with brutalist elements. We proposed a new waiting hall, waiting area with tickets, shops. We proposed a new organization of the terminal to make it more safe. We proposed to paint it white, to light it not only directly but also indirectly. And with this 10,000 square meters, when it optically gets 2 meters high, it makes this huge difference. And with this, like, let's say, slight facelift, we can say that we changed one of the most painful places in our city. Another project, this was actually done for the municipality. It challenges the topic of affordability, because as not only in Czech Republic but also in every other market, this is one of the most painful topics right now: affordability of construction, affordability of living. And we won a competition for this urban infill. It's a municipality housing being to build by the city. And first principle of municipality that we can say helps to lower the price and to be more affordable is the principle of the infill, which means that the site was originally not meant to be built, but because of switching it to this new purpose, the price of the final square meter could be lower. Another principle, and it's displayed on the right image, is shared spaces. We saw that we can have much smaller apartments, much smaller rooms, much smaller living rooms when we dedicate several square meters on each floor to public functions that all the inhabitants can share. So these shared spaces, which can look like that. For example, you don't need large living room when you can rent a shared space and to have like a family like birthday celebration or something, or a home office. And another principle was this flexibility within plans. This is all designed with timber movable walls. And this is one scenario when you want to have some privacy. You can close the walls. And when you want to invite a larger number of people, you can just shift the walls and make this larger space. And the last project, I have 22 seconds, so I will try to be fast, is this design proposal for adaptive reuse of a New York skyscraper. It's Paramount Plaza on Broadway, 1633. And with this project, we discovered that this topic of post-pandemic problems is mostly visible in Manhattan, where we have lots of office towers. It's like one of the most expensive addresses in the world, and most of these office towers are mostly empty. So the huge topic is like what to do with these empty office towers. And we have seen several numbers of proposals how to tackle this topic, how to solve it. And most of these proposals didn't consider the heritage values of those projects. So we were thinking like, what if we try to consider this heritage value, try to follow it, try to consider it a beauty, and try to reprogram the whole building that it doesn't require any massive intervention. So the biggest problem with office towers is the depth of the layout, because it cannot be reprogrammed for apartments, so the layout has to be changed. Here in our proposal, we dedicated a part of the area to shared functions, to offices, shared offices, public functions. So each floor is not monofunctional, but the whole building works as a mix of functions, as a mixed use. And this allowed us to keep the original plan without any drastic intervention to the volume of the building. This is how it looks in the scheme. We proposed small apartments that are very flexible. We proposed second skin where it was necessary because of the thermal insulation, and we proposed these cutouts to the construction, which allows us to reprogram the building into a functional mixed use. As I mentioned in the beginning, we would not be able to decide these topics and to analyze these topics by ourselves. Therefore, we discussed this with the New York structural engineers, Thornton Tomasetti, and we can say that this scheme is pretty functional and can be done. Together with small apartments, we were able to program the tower with a mix of shared spaces like that. Another topic was reuse of the existing elements. So everything we cut out, we propose to reuse in the new scheme. For example, old piping we can use as flower pots, as is shown on this detail. And with this approach, we believe that it's possible to reuse also these large buildings, these large schemes, to consider the heritage as a beauty, as a legacy, as something that has its place in history, that it's not necessary to completely demolish it. And hopefully it's one of the ways that will be considered in the future. And that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention.